As you know, faith is foundational to our Christian walk, but it doesn't make it easy, does it? Sometimes our faith is high, sometimes it's low. And I want to talk about that this morning in your morning cup of inspiration. I was thinking about Elijah. What a great example of the highs and lows of faith. In 1 Kings, it talks about where he took on 450 Baal prophets. And if you'll remember the story of how he proved his God was the true God by having fire come down and consume his sacrifice. And they ended up killing those Baal prophets. That was incredible faith. The next day, Jezebel finds out and comes after Elijah, and Elijah runs scared and hides. He went from a high to a low. And that's what can happen sometimes in our walk with our faith. And I read a story in Acts that I want to share with you that might be an encouragement to you. It's the 14th chapter. And Paul was preaching, and in the crowd was this man crippled from birth. And in the ninth verse, it says that Paul discerned that this man had faith in his heart to be healed. So he knew the man had enough faith. But what was happening? He wasn't getting up. He was just sitting there. So what does Paul do? In the 10th verse, he goes, "In the name of Jesus, stand to your feet." And at that point, when Paul said that, the man stood up and for the first time in his life, walked. Well, he had the faith, but why didn't he stand up? He needed the encouragement of Paul. He needed Paul to come in and support him. Sometimes we need that encouragement, don't we? Sometimes we have faith, but it doesn't feel like it's enough. And we need the encouragement of others to build our faith. So I want to be there for you this morning. If you need something from God, I want to say, believe it. You have the faith. It only takes the faith of a grain of mustard seed. And you have the faith to believe for what you want. So can I encourage you this morning with that? I come beside you and believe with you for whatever you need from God today. So if you've been crippled from birth, stand up today. You have the faith to believe it. God has the power to do it. I pray you have a great day today. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.